everyone, it's Red again. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't seen my intro, I suggest you quickly hop over and watch that video. It's gonna give you an idea of what this channel is about, the cool things we're gonna be on a journey with. So back to what we're talking today, it's macronutrients. Nickname for it is macros. I'm sure you've all heard of it. I get a lot of people who ask me, what are your macros? What foods do you eat? Honestly, I could give them my whole menu, but they're really customized for my calorie expenditure, the intake of food that I need for my body to maintain. I'm at a maintaining stage right now. I've been in this realm for probably a couple years. I've had some specific goals that just are short term. I will adjust my macros for. But macros for me today are so different than what I utilized them for 4 years ago. So I was on a fitness journey and for body bikini competitions, and I needed to actually build muscle. So my macronutrients were very different a few years ago than they are today. And in the world of macros, depending on what your goals are, it helps to create a balance to fuel your body correctly to reach your goals. So I suggest, if you don't know what your macros are specifically for you, is that you can hop on any website. You can even Google search, macro calculator, and plug in all of your info, follow the prompts. It'll really help narrow down what it is that your intake is. And I highly suggest you do that actually before we tap into more videos that I'm going to be posting. It'll just give you a clearer idea of how to structure those. But they're all based on what your body needs. There are different categories. So there's weight loss, maintaining, and building muscle. All of those are going to require different macros. So why have I picked macros over calorie count? Because calorie counting, you can quickly eat your calories in 1 or 2 sittings, and then you're starving by the end of the evening. Macros allowed me to also understand food, where calories I was focused on a number versus a food item. That is really hard when you're trying to build a better relationship with food, to just be counting calories. One of my biggest passions for anybody is to be able to look at food so differently, that we don't look at it in a space of restriction. We don't look at it in a space of it's bad for you. Much more of like it's fuel. It's what my body needs. I need these carbs. Like I need to have a baked potato because I'm training for this, or I'm fueling for that, or I simply need energy, and our body needs that. Another big piece of my passion is to teach people what is it that they're eating, so that when you go to a party, you can say, hey, this fits in my macros. I know that if I have grilled chicken that's been cooked for me, it's about 4 ounces, and that is X number of proteins, which is 28 proteins. And you begin to understand the food. You begin to learn what you're eating. So you can fit all of that stuff in your bank account that you're allotted for the day. So if you start out with these 3 macros, each category, X proteins, carbs, and fats, you can plug in those throughout your day in advance. I'm super repetitive, so for me, eating the same thing over and over again is not a big deal. And we'll dive into a lot of those different things for food prep, and also like how to build your macros in your numbers that you have, and just kind of where to go, because it can be a bit intimidating. But macros as a whole have created a relationship balance for me and other women that I've worked with who've been so fearful of food. And it's just been awesome to see transformations, not just with their body, but also with how they approach food. So why I do macros? Bottom line, balance. And I hope that you enjoyed today's YouTube. If you have any questions, please don't forget to post on this video. Do keep in mind that I do offer online nutrition and macro coaching. So that is something I have available to you as well. Feel free, again, ask away. I'm here for you, and let's do this.